Quickly, quickly now. Gather round the fire lest the shadows get you. With an ember in hand, the group decided it was time to leave Eliam. Lucien, however, requested that he be given the chance to say goodbye to his wife one last time. She lay dead in their family home. Upon entering, he found something most curious. Her body had not decayed at all. Lucien attempted to light a funeral pyre, but even that proved futile. Cassandra's body could not be harmed by the flames, and so he built a makeshift tomb to protect her. He would return when he figured out what to do. And so the group left Eliam, ember in hand, and began their trek towards Randall Akoda's people. Forced to rest, the darkness proved trickier than they could have anticipated. They almost lost Torgog to the darkness. It called out to him in a voice he found familiar. He resisted, but was clearly very shaken from his experience. Lucien then took over the watch, and that was when he heard a familiar voice. The voice of the man in black.
Lucien is a little more experienced than I've played other characters, so I think rather than rush forward after seeing what he can do, Lucien looks up, but has his sword in his lap as he looks at him, and I think his curiosity gets the better of him. It's strange you're able to sit so close to the light. How are you able to do that?
Well, I wouldn't expect you to understand. I myself am not a creature of darkness, but we don't need to get into all that. I'm doing you a favor.
What's that favor?
I'm telling you that this quest is fruitless. You'd be better off moving on and living out what days you have left.
There is no moving on as long as you have my daughter.
The young one is safe in our care. She's too important to harm. You and your friends, however, and he's going to look over the sleeping forms of the rest of the party. Are you going to risk their lives as well?
Lucien looks to make sure everyone's asleep, and then he looks at this guy and he flatly says, "Yes, I will. To get her back, I will. I'll risk their lives, I'll risk my life. Any amount of life it takes to get her back and away from you."
Now, that is unfortunate. But you know what? It's a tenacity I can respect. So sure, this'll be fun. Do what you have to do, and we'll do what we have to do.
I will. And I'll see you dead at my feet.
Time will tell. Entropy comes for us all. He's gonna get up and just turn and walk away. And as he crosses over the threshold of the light given off by the campfire, he kind of just fades away.
Actually, as he fades, I'm gonna burn my short rest channel divinity to ping whether or not whatever he is, undead,
Celestial Fiend.
Celestial Fiend, Fey, or undead. Yeah, I'll use a short rest one to see what I get from him.
Like right before he fades away.
Yeah, exactly. I think he would wait just to try to get him as he's crossing the threshold right before he goes. Because I think he's also worried it would aggravate him, and he seems very strong. But he would do it right before he stepped out.
You do get a ping. Celestial.
Dude, no way.
Oh man! I kill Ulrich in his sleep.
Do it.
He's a traitor. Oh man, I don't think that's not what I expected. He's more confused now because his only understanding of Celestial is the gods, ASMR, or anyone divinely touched. So he's very confused. But he'll make a note of that and then finish out his watch.
The rest of your watch goes without incident. A heavy silence looming around you. until the dim rays of dawn cast their reddish light on the campsite through the trees.
You guys wake up and Lucien has his helmet off. Looks healthier than he did last time. Not such huge dark circles under his eyes. Scars still very apparent, but looks like he's got more life to him. And you guys hear like a skillet like frying, and then he goes, "I caught us a fish for breakfast."
Excellent, I'm starving. Ulrich's first in line.
Cool, what's his name?
It definitely stared directly into my eyes like it was trying to tell me something, but it's a fish, so breakfast.
Anything eventful on watch?
You'll see he's kind of reluctant, but doesn't know how to broach the subject. I think we should all be aware that the longer we spend out here, the more time we spend out in the darkness, the more it plays tricks on us, the more it tries to confuse us. But I think what I experienced last night was not a trick of the darkness. And he'll look up at you guys again, helmet off, and kind of meet all of you, like your gaze, and say, "The man from the tavern showed up in camp last night, seemingly again undeterred by the light, making threats, telling us to stop. But what was most interesting was not his threats. It's the sense I got from him as he left our camp. He's not fiend. He's not undead. He's nothing like the shadows. He's a celestial of some sort. He has some sort of divine blood or divinity running through him."
I knew it. I think Biprot, to give him credit, he has he's definitely, not in his right mind, but he does have enough theories to he questions the church, and that's probably weirdly not surprising to him. I don't think he has the answers, but it makes sense to him in a weird way of the darkness is bad, but also the church is bad, and so something's going on here.
Also, you guys don't know this, but under his cap, his little pointy hat is lined with tinfoil.
Oh, 100%. You can have a wizard's cap without tinfoil. How are you going to keep that structure right now?
His notes are just church equals bad. Darkness equals bad. I've got it.
I'll follow up with talking fish.
Gotta be bad. But I think there's something to Bip talking about these things, and as he talks through his reasoning for it. I think Lucien kind of nods along. The only people I know with any sort of connection to whatever's left of divinity in this world, and he turns to Ulrich, are the Dawn Wardens in the church.
I remember how he grabbed the ember. He was quick with it. It's as if it burned him. Strikes me as strange for a celestial to react to the light that way. I'm undead or a fiend, sure, but have a celestial being able to wield the light is very strange indeed.
It would explain how he's able to get so close to us with the light present. No other thing of the darkness can get that close to you without being weakened by it, and he seemed unfazed sitting there at our campfire.
I don't mean to offend you with this, but again, if we don't know really the source of an ember, and the one ember-like thing was made from the heart of a hero that we trusted, I don't want to call into question your beliefs, but how pure are the embers if they might be made from the heart of a hero? I don't know. I don't think the good and bad are as clear as we think.
And I'll actually pull out the ember that came from Grigori's body. And I know you said it feels like an ember, it still has that same magic? Does it feel any different from like from any of the other embers that I've carried before?
No, the light, the warmth, the energy coming off of it is exactly the same.
And when I pulled it from Grigori's body, was it like set there or placed there, or was it like I had to pull it because it was like a part of him?
You had to extract it.
Light to me feels the same. I still have confidence that this light is pure and has protected us in the darkness thus far, and thus proves its worth and its merit, but this is the first time I've ever seen or experienced anything like this. Hasn't been an ember that's been given from the church. As far as I know, the embers themselves are corruptible.
We should proceed with caution. We're venturing into territory I don't think anyone has information on. This is uncharted. An ember not from the church. A celestial controlling shadow. We should be cautious as we venture forth. And remember that the darkness will try to play tricks on us. And he'll glance at Torgog, but he won't say anything about what Torgog experienced. And then just sort of solemnly start to pack up his stuff. But again, he's going to leave his helmet off for this part of the trip, at least.
Probably good you aired it out a little bit.
It's pretty gnarly hiking for 8 hours with the helmet on. Yeah, it's not great.
Mike, do you think I would have a pearl worth 100 gold for identify? Do you think I would have grabbed that, or do you think that's something I wouldn't have had at all? I'm fine either way, but I know that's
I don't think you would have that at the moment. I think you're going to have to find that.
That's a good question. Now that you remind me, Matt, would the ring that I took from my wife, did it require attunement, Mike? Would I have attuned to it overnight?
No.
That's, it was a 50-50 yes or no, and they were both going to be cool answers regardless, because no is also mysterious to me,
Have you tried it on your penis for 24 hours?
He's just
different parts of his body.
I tried, but it was much too big.
Wait.
Oh wait, look guys, it turns out it was a nipple ring the entire time.
It was a nipple ring the whole time.
I'm picturing like 6 days in, Randall has to give him a nipple piercing. Oh, man, we gotta see if it attunes here, right?
Got ice on it. We're just trying everything at this point.
Now this is min-maxing.
You will note as you wear it, on the chain around your neck, tucked into your armor. It is a constant source of warmth. Not a lot of warmth, but like it's warmer than you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something that you are constantly aware of.
Cool. All right, then Lucien will start to pack camp and get ready to go when you guys are.
All right, you guys make your way onward through the woods. Over the course of the day, the density of the forest clears up even more, thins out, and eventually you can see the plains beyond them. Fields that you can be sure 100 years ago contained wheat and corn as far as the eye can see. Now, largely a desolate wasteland. You travel, rest for the night, set up watches. The night is uneventful, save for maybe 1 or 2 empties that make their way to your camp that are easily dispatched. And then the next day, you continue. The plains give way to gentle hills. Let me get perception checks from everybody. And let me get a survival check from Randall.
Ooh, my perception was 10. Torgog's still shook from last night.
Holy crap.
Great
today.
job. So proud of you.
Bip got a pretty good perception check. 19 for
Damn.
Bip.
Yeah. So Bip and Brother Ulrich, with your 19 and 17, you will see what appear to be walls up ahead, like city walls. Bip, you can even make out on top of the turrets what appear to be guards manning what look like cannons.
Gosh. I think Bip will pretty quickly turn to probably Randall first and then everyone else. There's not a city out here, right? This is like far beyond civilization, right?
Why do you ask? And why do you ask in that way?
And Bip's like ducking, thinking he's gonna dodge a cannon. There's like walls over there. There's cannons. It seems like there's either a current civilization or a past civilization not too far away.
Well, that's great news. If there is a civilization, they will be fighting the empties and will be our allies.
If we're to pass by, we should probably make ourselves known and that we're not hostile. If they have weaponry, like you say, Bip.
You think a show of force would be good, or kind of like hands in the air?
We just kick in the front door, maybe let them know who's boss. No, we should probably sort of hands out, let them know we're not approaching. Yes, that we're just travelers. But as we approach, as we it comes into view, he'll turn to you guys and be like, "What's our story? Should we be honest? We're traveling through. We're trying to get somewhere. How much do we want to tell them?"
Randall is looking for a pilgrimage. They might have seen some of his people here. I don't know if we need to. That might be familiar to them, at least.
I've never seen or heard anything of a city. In my research, Randall's kind of frantically flipping through some pages in a book that he has, looking at his star maps. He's completely confused.
Yeah, and with that survival check, you're completely in
Liam
the
was
dark.
the farthest I had taken an ember. If either this city has made it without an ember, or church has given it one and survived in secret.
Interesting.
Could they have made their own?
You don't see the telltale light of an ember.
Randall, if we approach, would you be all right if we use your people's pilgrimage as our reason for venturing out this far?
Yes, I don't see it causing us any undue harm. Either they know of the pilgrimage and they've helped before, or they would have no idea, and it wouldn't matter either way.
Friends, keep in mind, 5 men of action and violence trudging through the darkness are not to be trifled with. I don't imagine the guards will inquire too deeply, and if they do, perhaps this is not the place for us to stay. Our business is our own.
I think a portion of that is that we keep it unknown that we have an ember with us.
Indeed.
Yes, maybe we tell them why we're passing through and nothing more. Answer the question that was asked. Don't give away things they haven't yet asked about.
I agree completely.
All right, let's approach. At the very least, we can get some information. As we have ventured out further than anyone else, so this could be worth our time. And I'll start to meander towards what would be the front gate, if we can see that from where we are.
It'll take you a little ways to get there. You can, at this point, like, the two who saw it can only see the tops of the walls. over the hills.
Yeah, Torgog is going to suggest that he's unarmed and his face is fully visible. Maybe he should approach with somebody else less threatening looking, perhaps Bip.
Lucien goes with all of his weapons exposed.
Exactly. A dread
I've come to be your
with
king.
smoldering armor.
Bip will squish down his wizard hat, so it just looks like a normal hat. I blend in. I am no threat.
So yeah, you guys walk forward to where you can see the gates in whole. The guards standing atop the turrets on either side of the gate, and the guards standing out front.
Torgog is gonna assume that his plan is cool, grab Bip by the shoulder, and begin walking a little bit faster than everyone else so that we're at the front. And I'm gonna say, Bip, if shooting erupts, try and stand behind me.
Thank you for the offer. I gladly will.
Also, you're gonna have to do all the talking. Okay, let's go.
Of course. Hey!
As you guys approach, let me actually get insight checks from the both of you.
Oosh. Torgog rolled a 10.
It's good we sent you guys up front. 10 and an 8.
I'll make his into an 11. See if that helps at all. It's only 1 point.
That would make it a 15. So Torgog, with the 15, thanks to Bip's portent, you catch the glimpses of like the expressions on these guards' faces. They'll see you in, they're wearing very basic leather helms that don't fully cover their faces, don't have visors or anything. So you can see their facial expressions, and they kind of furrow their brows and look confused, and then look at each other uneasily and sort of half raise their weapons. Like, they seem like they don't know what to do in this situation. Like, seeing other people approaching
All right.
is new to them.
Torgog's gonna hold his hands up in the classic, like, look, I'm not armed, I mean you no harm kind of way. And then say, we bring news of the outside world, and we are peaceful, and we intend on moving through, but we should like to stop. Would you have us?
I'm gonna have you stop right
Yep.
there.
Obey his commands. Torgog will. Can't speak for Bip. Fireball!
Bip will obey, but he hears the southern accent and he's concerned.
Y'all aren't racist, are you?
Yeah, no, both of these guards are wearing what looks like armor put together from scraps, basically. And they are each holding a polearm, glaives specifically, but they'll point them at you, and when they do, you'll realize that, like, the haft of the glaive is hollow and shaped like a rifled cannon.
Ooh.
I'm gonna steal one of those.
Says that out loud. I'm gonna take one of those.
I'm gonna take that.
Bip says, ooh, I want it. That'll be perfect.
Bip, you're supposed to be reassuring.
No, I won't. That's a very impressive weapon you have there. And Bip will be probably overly submissive with his posture of oh gosh, I don't recognize that thing.
We only seek a moment's respite.
Where is it y'all come from?
Well, we come from the same place almost everyone does around here, right? We're traversing from Flamespire.
They're gonna look at each other and laugh. They're gonna look at each other and laugh and go, "You expect us to believe that old wives' tale?"
Oh, you are cut off from the outside world, aren't you? What is the name of this city?
This is Ratwater.
I think Bip will see the concern and pretty quickly pull out a map. We really did come from a city we call Flamespire. and I have a map here. I know it's not close enough, but he'll like kind of like display a large piece of paper, basically. And I can show you. It's to the south of here. There's a large settlement a few days away, and try to like kind of offer the map towards them.
They'll seem to turn to each other and confer for a moment. Round of perception checks to see if you can overhear them.
Ooh, no. Torgog rolled a 9. Oh, I'm seeing 1s and
Damn it,
3s on the
dude.
board, too.
15 for Brother Ulrich.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah, brother
Oh.
Ulrich with your 15.
Oh, 25 for
oh.
Randall. Oh, 25 for Randall. Randall sees them talking. He goes, I know hot goss when I see it. And he locks in.
Randall slaps Ulrich's ears on either side. Just, ah!
Randall, with your 25, you can clearly hear them, like whispering to each other, going, Cletus, I don't know how to read a map. Do you know how to read a map? I sure as shit don't. No. What are we supposed to do here? Ain't nothing but empties ever approached. And they're just kind of bickering back and forth, like they don't know what to do.
Bib thought pictures would be the best option, and we're done with the pictures.
Friends, we will stand here at an acceptable distance from your oh-so-mighty looking gate. Go talk to your peers and superiors. Tell them there are 5 warriors outside their gate who wish to converse.
They won't answer you, but they'll look back at each other, and without saying anything, immediately rock, paper, scissors. And the guy who picked paper and lost 2 scissors goes inside. The guy who picked scissors keeps his rifle glaive pointed at you and says, now y'all stay right there.
Yeah, I think in this case, now that we're waiting, I think Lucien's just standing there staring this guy down, trying to assess whether he's gonna, like, if he's got like a trigger finger, you know? Like, he's like, I hope this guy isn't scared and just accidentally shoots us. But Lucien's face looks pretty mangled. He's got part of his teeth exposed on the left side of his face where a chunk of his mouth's missing. And he's just staring at this guy trying to figure him out, and I'm sure looks somewhat menacing. And then sort of speaks up from the back and says, how often do you have empties approach? Is it frequent that they make it out this far?
At least once a night. Not any big numbers, though. But sometimes.
And your walls and your weapons are enough to repel them? You need no other means?
Oh yeah, them cannons? They'll even take out the big ones.
Interesting.
But they mostly avoid this place.
Likely due to your cannons, I'm guessing.
No, we think it's the shrine.
Which shrine?
I don't know. Some old goddess. We don't know her name.
Is it located within your city or is it nearby?
Oh yeah, right in town square. We built around it.
Lucien turns and looks at Brother Ulrich.
Can you tell me what she looks like?
I mean, like a woman. You know, she's got the curves where women got curves.
It tracks.
No other distinct. Doesn't carry a bow or harp or anything like that.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Can I roll a religion check to see if I know?
No, because you don't have nearly enough information. You actually have no information.
Woman with curves. Hold on.
I know this.
He pulls out his little black book.
A moment later, the gates open again. The other guard comes out, and a man walks out with him, wearing a long brown duster and a cowboy hat, and says, well, visitors. Ain't that some?
Well, you have a decision to make, sir. Would you like visitors or not? We are happy to be on our way, but you don't seem anxious to have new friends.
Well, that's gonna depend. Obviously, I'm gonna need to, make sure y'all ain't empty. Now, you don't look it, so, don't take offense, but due diligence and all that.
Of course. Babe looks for ID, and he's like,
Left my passport.
I don't think I have anything. What would you need to prove that we aren't empties?
Lucien, I'll let you take this away because you do know.
Yeah, they're gonna look to check if your muscles and stuff are starting to atrophy, right? If your joints are starting to suffer from similar symptoms to like rigor mortis, like you're moving slow, or it's hard for you to move. They look for any sort of sallowed, graying skin if you're starting to almost look a little undeadish. And there's a telltale mark all of them get dead center on the chest of this like dark gray sort of charcoal mark that spreads out, and you get these kind of black spider veins that kind of go all over, but it starts dead center. But they can usually tell by checking your face, your skin. If your skin is super cold, all those sorts of things are what they're looking for. It's like a field sobriety test. Can you walk straight, touch your nose, do all that kind of stuff, but for empties.
Bip says, I'm high as hell, so ignore the red eyes.
I'm high as hell.
It's unrelated.
I told you of my own volition, so you can't hold that against me in a court of law.
And he immediately takes his shirt off. I wasn't driving, so it's fine.
Ulrich will drop his pack. I think take off like the simple robe and leather armor that he's wearing, and he will take off his tunic, fully expose like his stomach, chest, and arms. And you can see like from the last time that you saw him, the like markings and other messages that he seemed to have like burned onto his body are like deeper and darker. But he is also like, this man has not had a simple carb or sugar in his life, and like devotes his time to training to protect others from the darkness. Like, is in very good shape. Like the most distinguishing thing is just like his body is covered by these self-inflicted brands that he's given himself. Is this sufficient?
What do the rest of you do?
Torgog is his shirt doesn't have buttons on it anyway. He likes showing off his abs, so his chest is actually on full display. Yeah.
It's already out.
With everybody kind of, I guess, somewhat undressing or making themselves visible, are the people do they have a good track on everybody in the group, or is it like with everybody doing everything at once? Would there be an opportunity for Randall to like take a step back into the shadows?
Probably not, because there's 3 of them there now and 2 people watching from up above.
Yeah, in that case, whatever they need him to do, he'll do it.
Yeah, Bip will flip up his beard over his shoulder and show his chest.
Lucien is going to make some excuse about how hard it is to take off all of his armor off of his chest and try to show his arms like he did to get through the gates at Flamespire, just to show. But you guys will see as he takes his gauntlets off and like rolls up whatever sleeves, like much like his face, his arms, you can tell his body is pretty scarred from being attacked and stuff. But I think, I think that's what he would try to do as best he can and see if that suffices.
Lucien, give me a deception check.
I will do that. You know, deception's not a skill you can take as a paladin.
That's fair. It will be at advantage since disguise kit.
Here we go. Big bucks, no whammies. That's a nat 20, baby. Ah!
Yes.
Holy
Wow.
Go.
Yeah.
And a 4. Advantage never paid so
Yeah,
well.
They look you all over. The gentleman in the long coat says, well, alrighty then. Come on in. And he will lead you into this, town that's been constructed within these walls. Rather large. Most of it encompassing farmland around the outskirts. Wheat, potatoes, onions, garlic, the basics basically. But the crops are not looking all that great. Up ahead, down the road, in the center of the town, you can see a statue, a shrine. As you approach Randall, you'll recognize the writing on the base. It's old Druidic. This is a shrine to an old goddess of your people named Aurora, goddess of the dawn. There's an inscription in the base that you can read, despite the old Druidic dialect, that simply says, light will find you
Randall,
when you are furthest from it.
He'll kind of stop to read it as the group is passing by. And then after he reads it, he'll look and notice he's being left behind and kind of hobble a little bit faster to try and keep up.
And as you approach the town square, the man in the coat will say, well then, strangers, welcome to Ratwater. How can we help you? I'm going to go ahead and cut right there.
This was Dumpstat, a D&D podcast hosted by our DM Mike with players Derek, Jordan, Matt, Todd, and me, Jeff. Be sure to follow us on social media, and if you like the music and sound effects used, check out the episode description for all the info you need.